Chief Red Eagle, Doc Buffwell. Oh, what's he doing? Stretching here. We were going to see some push-ups in the ring. He said he was going to set the world's record for push-ups. We didn't get to see that tonight. Oh, look at that cheap shot. Doc Buffwell, cheap shotting Red Eagle. He got distracted out there. Doc's working on him. Oh, into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a right hand right to the solar plexus. Oh, an Eagle chopping away on Doc. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, Doc rakes Eagle's eyes. Doc Buffwell kicks and stomps Eagle out of the ring. Look at this. Eagle's gone. Oh, and you can't see it out of camera range. Bolo's out there. The great Bolo's out there cheap shotting Chief Red Eagle. How'd Bolo get out there? Good grief. Oh, he's been stomping on him. Eagle back in the ring. And Buffwell. Oh, looking for a 3 count. No, I don't think so. You've got the Oklahoma Pro Heavyweight Champion. It's going to take more than that, Doc. Oh, and he chops. He's chopping him down like a big tree. Doc Buffwell getting all more than he wanted here tonight. Oh, and he rakes Eagle's eyes. Look at this. Boy, you talk about some shortcuts. Look at this. I think it was a thumb to the throat. Yeah, Doc, trying to fool the referee, Dennis Heflin. Heflin missed that call. Eagle, it was between them. Heflin doesn't miss much, but he's admonishing Buffwell. Look at this. Oh, and Bolo, once again, there he is outside of the ring. Whoa, it looks like he slammed him on a chair. Now he's stomping Eagle. Good grief. Good grief. Come on, Heflin, turn around. Oh, and he cheers Chief Red Eagle. The great Bolo has laid Chief Red Eagle out on the floor with an Oklahoma Pro chair. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Heflin's counting him out. Still out of it, on his back. Heflin counting.
8, 9, 10.
This one's over. This one's over. Your winner by a count out and still undefeated with a head that's probably bigger than any baseball hat you've ever seen. Hollywood Doc Buffwell going to be coming down here right now to add some color commentary. Oh, brother, and I got to see this. Oh, boy. Hollywood Doc Buffwell.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, that was really great, Doc. I want to congratulate. Yeah, what do you got to say, buddy?
The reason I won was superior conditioning and no time at all.
Don't show you choking to death or what?
Was never in any danger.
You were in a lot of danger when it was you and just the two of you.
Greco-Roman and scientific wrestling.
I don't think so.
Another undefeated record.
Well, I will agree you're undefeated, Doc. We had a little help from that fellow with a mask by the name of the Great Bolo. That's what I saw from here. We got it on camera.
I didn't see it. I was in the ring.
Well, I know you were in the ring.
Okay, let me ask
what do you think wounded him when you threw him out of the ring?
I'm going to get a question.
Sure.
Why didn't he get back in the ring? Was he too tired or was he too scared? Ask yourself that question.
Renegade, you were here with me. You saw it. You saw what happened.
Mr. McGuire, I didn't see nothing. My attention was over here talking to his fan. I didn't see what was on.
All right. Well, I've got to introduce the next match.
All right. It's as good as mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First, introducing from parts unknown, representing the Asian Triad, the Commando and Malice with Ichiban.
The Asian Triad's coming with a good scientific tag match. Here they come. Ichiban means #1. He's from Japan. Followed by the Asian Triad, the Commando and Malice. Not exactly crowd favorites.
Monkey boy, monkey boy, monkey boy.
They're awaiting their opponents. Chibanas, their manager, has been known to help them out in the match from time to time.
Weighing in a combined total weight of 446 pounds, Dexter, Hardaway, and Big Daddy Moore!
Here comes Dexter, Hardaway, and Big Daddy Moore, crowd favorites. Big Daddy was actually a University of Oklahoma wrestling champion. Dexter Hardaway is a young up-and-coming rookie. I think we need to go over some of the history here. I think Big Daddy Moore actually was a wrestling champion. I think he won the purpose, wasn't he?
Doc, I'll tell you what, whatever you say, I'll tell you one thing that can't be denied. Big Daddy Moore, a fan favorite here at Oklahoma Pro.
Wearing that rain slicker he needs so much with the many oceans and fishing industry that we do have in Oklahoma. Well, I think Big Daddy Moore got hit too many times in the head, if you know what I mean.
Well, whatever did, it made him smile. Look at him. He's smiling. He's happy.
He's as happy
as we've got here on the monitor here. He's in the ring.
Yeah,
Malice and Commando in conference.
Let me say something here. Big Daddy's smiling. He's just as happy as if he were in his right mind, okay? He's just as happy as a clam in the mud.
Well, there's a great shot by Kerry Eskridge. We've got some 3 cameras here tonight.
You mean that great shot of Dexter Hardaway's love handles?
Well, I think so.
He needs to work out. I think Big Daddy, if he could wrestle the main events like me, he could afford enough money for a nice wrestling outfit. Hey, Big Daddy, buy yourself a wrestling outfit.
Hey, Doc, you better watch it. Big Daddy's liable to come. Yeah. In the ring, Dexter Hardaway.
Hey, wait a minute.
And referee Jimmy.
Wait a minute. Aren't I the champion? I beat Eagle. Eagle has the belt. Where's my belt? I'm happy.
Your belt. Thank you, Original Renegade. We've got the original one here, sitting here ringside with Doc Buffwell and yours truly, Pete McGuire.
Why do you call him original? Who'd want to dress up like him?
I don't call him Original Renegade. That's who he is. He is the Original Renegade. No explanation is necessary.
I don't think anybody's going to be imitating him, do you? It'd be kind of like imitating Fungus or Acme. I don't think you can imitate him. Let's go to Dexter in the ring now. Lock up. He's making a right on the offensive. The Asian tries on the offensive instantly.
Renegade, don't worry about those disparaging remarks made by Doc. Nobody pays any attention.
Dexter's fighting back. This young rookie has a lot of heart.
Wannabe.
Commando's in clothesline. Commando's in trouble early here.
He is in trouble. You know, Dexter may be young and stupid, but he's still got some good moves.
I'll tell you, Dexter Hardaway is made quite a name for himself here at Oklahoma Pro.
Not a good name, but a name.
He's a young man, and I think he's an example for many young men. He loves wrestling. He used to come to all of the wrestling events here in Tulsa. Went to the Oklahoma Pro Wrestling School.
That explains
worked
it.
very hard, and he is now
went to the Oklahoma Pro Correspondence School of Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you what, Doc, he is in demand all over the country right now to wrestle.
Let's Big Daddy Moore's in there. Don't let Big Daddy Moore fool you. He may look stupid, he may act stupid, but he really is stupid.
I totally disagree with that, Doc. You have a unique perspective on things. No question about that. Look at Malice. Malice will do a little shucking and jiving himself there.
Big tuck on, a little walk up. There goes the armbar. There's Big Daddy going to the fist already, having to cheat since he can't do, keeping the pressure on there on Malice. There's a headbutt. Whoa!
Oh,
Good headbutt.
Doc, that reminded me of your last match.
The drop kick, I don't blame him.
Yeah, on the receiving end.
And a great, not on my matches.
I love this Big Daddy Moore. I love watching this guy wrestle. He has got more charisma, Doc, than you with a fistful of 50s, I'll tell you that.
Well, to the moronic crowd he may. If we're playing a sophisticated crowd like at the Command performance at Buckingham Palace or something like that.
Have you wrestled at Buckingham Palace?
Many times.
Yeah.
Get on him, baby.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Get on him.
Coach Moore setting up. Kevin Malice.
Oh! Look at that right hand!
Oh! Into it. Almost had him.
Beautiful move.
A good tag team move by Hardaway.
I like Dexter. Doc, I like these two guys. Dexter and Big Daddy.
No, I really don't like them, but they really have done well in this match. You got to give it to them, okay?
You betcha. He had the upper hand.
Monkey boy.
What's this monkey boy stuff, Doc?
You know, Dexter has to have his arm taped. See, I have some things called muscles which hold my arm into place. Dexter doesn't have those, though.
Well, Doc, everybody knows.
Dexter Dexter Hardaway is one of our finer midget wrestlers, too.
He's not a midget wrestler, Doc, for Pete's sakes. You know he's, what, 5'9", 5'10"?
Whoa, there's a kick for Gluteus Maximus.
Or the Maximus gluteus, depending on which hemisphere you studied anatomy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's some sort of Latin e pluribushinum, or some Latin term I wasn't quite familiar with.
Legitimiet non carborundum.
Exactly.
Doc, you hit it right on the head.
No, but Dexter didn't hit it in the other hemisphere.
Dexter working that arm. Oh!
Reverse kick.
Dexter super kick. Whoa, that's it. Lights out. Oh, the big Dexter leg. Look at this.
This could be it. 1, 2.
Mass Commando breaking it up.
I think that would have been a 3 count without the Mass Commando there, Pete.
Big Daddy with a big right hand.
Taking the
right to the solar plexus. Another forearm to Malice. He's wobbling now, Doc.
I think they got him. I think they would have had him if it wasn't been for the little interference there, which nothing wrong with a little interference, though.
Oh, no.
What's on? What are they going to do now? Body slam.
Oh! Dexter from the top rope.
Took his head off. That's going to be it.
Well.
Man, a rookie mistake. Hit him too close to the ropes. Almost had him. Going for the eyes. I've never seen that move before.
No, Doc, I bet you've never used that move either.
No, I would never move that.
He throws Dexter right out of the ring. Malice.
Getting into it, distracting the referee. I think somebody's having it on the other side of the ring. I can't quite see what's going on.
What happened to Dexter?
I don't know. He could have gone home. He could have been tired.
Well, I can't see him from here, folks. Can't see him on the monitor either.
Something I don't do.
Jimmy Pope, a gentleman, calls it right down the line.
Even when I was in there with one-eyed Heflin, I never pushed him.
Please. Good grief. Oh! Commando on a vicious forearm. Look at this.
You got to remember, Commando's a fresh man. He's been in the end done much in this whole match.
You know, I don't know much about the Masked Commando or Malice. I don't know where they're from. I think they're probably
good move by Dexter.
Soldiers.
Good move.
Whoa! Oh! Stood him right up like a pretzel. Oh! Good grief.
Good save by Big Daddy Moore. Good move, just the counter by the Commando. You see Dexter had a good move off the top ropes. It was countered by the Commando.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Asian Triad showing some real power and tag team wrestling skill here tonight. They're a strong duo.
Oh, the suplex.
Commando Bridges.
2.
Was that 2?
2.5, Pete.
Whoa.
Almost had him.
No, look like 2. Jimmy Pope, the referee says 2, and that's the way it's going to be.
2.5.
Well, that's not 3.
No, I didn't say it was.
Snapmare by Commando. Commando under the ropes. Oh, and he guillotines Dexter Hardaway.
With the leg.
Oh, brother, Doc.
Dexter's in trouble now.
Did they have these moves when you wrestled? I don't think so.
I invented most of them, Pete.
Yeah.
Now, if Dexter can go over there and if Big Daddy's still awake, he can tag him.
Oh,
double elbow drop. Dexter's in trouble now.
Oh, boy.
Dexter's in trouble now.
Malice with the knee. Looks like a counter. No.
Man, you can't put this young Dexter
Little
Hardaway.
cocky.
Man, you can't. No, he's sloppy pin. You can't put Dexter where this man has a lot of fighting heart.
Well, that's Malice, the stomping half of the Asian Triad. Malice putting the boot to him, cutting the wind off.
Leave him stand on his throat.
Doc, this is your idea, probably Greco-Roman wrestling, isn't it? What the Asian Triad's doing here tonight?
Well, I think if you saw Dexter Hardaway was trying to crush his foot with his Adam's apple. Dexter was using his Adam's apple to get another illegal move.
Ooh!
Not as hard as those chops I took from the Indian. No, it took him and didn't even phase me.
Oh, Mal's popping those in there, Doc.
Suplex.
For a vertical suplex.
Oh! Let me tell you from experience, Pete, that knocks the wind out of you.
Well, you apparently hadn't had one put on you lately. You seem to have plenty of wind tonight, Doc. I'm glad to hear that, too.
A sloppy cover.
You know, Doc, back to your match, it was so fast, I really didn't even see what happened. It was just so fast.
It was a bunch of Greco-Roman technical terms I don't think the morons at TV land would understand. Plus a lot of martial arts moves that were taught to me. A double suplex. No.
Oh! Like last week's garbage. Oh, Doc, that's horrible.
What they're trying to do is knock the wind out. When you land on your stomach like that, it knocks the wind out of you. The pin. No, he should block the legs, too.
I don't know what they call that. We've got to get with the Asian Triad and find out. They just leveled him from the sky onto his face.
The mistake is they're doing sloppy covers. There's Dexter. Dexter just ran out of the ring. Why Dexter cannot stay in the ring the entire match, I have no idea.
I don't know.
There's Coach Moore. He woke up. He's in the ring now. He's arguing with the referee. Who knows what he's arguing about?
Right.
I think I know. I think they charged him for a large Coke. You only got to meet him. I think Coach is upset about that.
I don't think so, Doc.
And then we see Dexter come back in the ring again.
That's the Masked Commando in the ring, taking charge of Dexter Hardaway. Oh, he's giving the finishing sign. That's it.
You able to tell that, Pete, because he has it written on his forearm?
Oh, good
Knocked
grief.
the wind out of him again. I think this could be it. Should put him over now.
Commando got him over. He's got him straddled. Oh, he backs off. Big Daddy Moore charges into the ring.
He should have had him pinned. Big Daddy Moore needs to stay out of the ring. In prison there.
Well, little quid quo pros. We've used some Latin tonight. Oh, did you see that right on the jaw? The masked Commando forearm. That was straight knuckle sandwich. Forearm. He gave Dexter a knuckle sandwich.
You need to
knocked
look at the
him in the
monitor.
next week.
Pete, you're looking in the ring.
Oh,
the
brother.
monitor. Is he
Nailed
for it again? What's he going to do now?
Oh, no.
Whoa, he's able to block it.
Curl him
He's able to block it.
Two.
Good move by Where'd Dexter pull that out? I have no idea. That was great, though. Can he tag Coach Moore?
Dexter's got a lot of guts.
Can he tag Coach? Will Coach Moore remember what to do when he gets in there?
He gets a tag.
Coach
Big
is
Daddy Moore.
He's taking both of them to town.
Oh, the crowd loves it, Doc. Look at this. He's pressing him.
He pressed the Commando, didn't he?
Big Daddy Moore taking charge of the Asian Triad here in our opening match. Oh, excuse me, Doc. Our second match. Who's this? Ichiban. Look at this little guy, this little ninja all over the place. Under the ring, over the ring. This guy's like a mouse that
he's got
you can't get rid of. Oh, Big Daddy onto the back of his head. This has got to be it, Doc. Yeah. Oh, he knocked him out on the back of his head.
He landed on the back of his head. I'm surprised he's not injured.
Oh, a brawl is broken out outside of the ring as well, Doc. The masked Commando slamming Dexter. We got Big Daddy in the ring, took the 3 count.
I think if Big Daddy Moore had a brain, we could have had brain damage.
I'm going to make the announcement, Doc. I'll be right back.
Oh, we'll all be waiting. There's Dexter and Big Daddy Moore. They fought a good fight. There's Ichiban just adding fuel to the fire. I have a feeling there'll be a rematch on that. That was our second bout and an excellent match. Mr. McGuire can get in the ring. He'll introduce the third match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, introducing from San Diego, California, weighing in at 269 pounds.
Oh, there seems to be some problem. The Atomic Playboy Steve Hartley's in the ring.
Go away. Ladies and gentlemen, professional wrestling has its first walking, surfing generals warning, and his name is Kane. Surgeon General has determined that wrestling Kane is hazardous to your health. It causes multiple fractures, contusions, bruises, and oftentimes decapitation. So just for your viewing pleasure, seeing how you guys came all the way from your trailer course tonight, direct from San Diego, California, the bulldozer, the Batman, the walking roadblock, is the need a nickname he'll give one, and he'll also give you the thunder bomb, the forgotten child, Jimmy Kane. That's how you do it.
I think Steve Hartley just gave P. McGuire a less than introduction. There's the music. We'll be seeing the ring entrance of Jimmy Kane shortly. Accompanying the ring by 1/2 a body count.
from Iceland, Kyle Jameson.
We're waiting the reintroduction of Kyle Jamison, an up-and-coming rookie. Kyle's first match is in a big time, first a little nervous, and who wouldn't be? Looks like a 2 against 1 match. Pete, I think we need to mention that one half of Body Count is out there with Kane. I don't think he's out there for any good purpose.
Well, I agree. When Body Count, we've got Brett Knight here. His brother Cole Danzig apparently not here, or perhaps he is in the dressing room. This guy's trouble, Doc. If you've seen him wrestle, you know that he's quite a competitor. But he's not wrestling tonight. He's got bad man Jimmy Kane right in the middle of the ring, and referee says, ring the bell.
It's kind of appropriate this call. Jameson is from Iceland because it can be like the Titanic when Kane gets a hold of him.
No, I would have to agree
See,
with you there.
Kane brought that baseball bat.
Jimmy Kane is a wrecking machine. He is a one-man West Coast wrecking machine, no doubt about it. I don't agree with much with Hartley, but that is definitely where you're
Wow, took his head off.
This guy's been in a bad mood for about 3 years, maybe 5. Look at expression on Kane. He enjoys dishing it out. He's just really torturing this young man, this kid, if you will.
I think
young wrestler from Iceland.
I think you could pin him now.
Kyle Jameson, a youngster indeed.
There's the whiplet.
Oh! Hey, he showed me something there.
What a quick move.
Spin kick there, beautiful. Oh! And he dropped a glacial leg drop on him there. That's what I'd call it, Doc. Oh, look at the elevation. Look at the elevation by Kyle.
On Kane. He's got him now. This could be a quick pin, too.
Kane really is going to be surprised.
Wow, what an upset.
This relatively unknown young man, Kyle Jameson from Iceland, giving Kane a taste of his own medicine, which is punishment, Doc.
You know, no matter what can you say, that Kyle Jameson almost got a 2 count on the big man. That's something to be said.
You know, if I were him, I think I would rather not do that. If he makes him mad, when Kane gets mad, not only will he beat you, he's going to hurt you.
I can tell you when Kane isn't mad, though, Pete.
Well, he's in a bad mood, but I mean angry. Angry when he gets petulant. Oh, he dropped him on his head. Oh, brother. Those are 2x12, as you know, Doc. You've seen the ring setup. We've got a little bit of foam under there, but he just basically took a 2x12 head knocking right there.
I understand that, Pete. I've never actually been on my back in the ring, but I understand that's what it's made out of. Never actually had to hit the mat, but so I've heard from my opponents.
You may have a point. Oh, brother. Kane. Now Kane. Look at him. Oh, boy.
Good move. I think he's got that range.
Look at Jameson rolling
for a while.
Rolling in pain there, and gosh, that's got to hurt. Hurts my feet just stepping up in the ring, Doc. If I don't wear 2 pair of socks. You can imagine what it's like to land on the back of your head. Kane setting him up.
Slide suplex.
Like a side slide suplex.
He could pin the young man right now if he wanted to.
Can you say side slide suplex 3 times, Doc?
I think I can. Looks like the Kyle Jameson went to the Ian St. James School of Hair Bleaching. You know that?
Little inside joke there. That was a disparaging remark towards Generation X. Big fan favorites here in Oklahoma Pro. And Doc,
former fan favorites.
I think you're jealous of Generation X. We'll get into them later, but these guys are real popular. That's what that disparaging remark's about, folks. He does have some blonde hair. Looks very good on a young man, Doc. On a young man. We won't get into that either.
Well, you know, if he had a natural instead of having to diet, Pete, that's a different story. I think they're just...
Jameson having trouble getting to his feet. He's in the neutral corner. Kane talking to Hartley over there. Oh, he shouldn't have stalled there.
No, he shouldn't.
He should have put him away. This youngster's come back with a vengeance. And he's angry. Look at the face on Jameson. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed the drop kick and almost knocked himself out going down on the back of his head.
Well, the problem is, Pete, you want to hit the person's chest and you bounce off of it to land on your feet. When there's nobody there, your feet hit air and you land on your back. Normally it's not a high-risk maneuver, but Iceland isn't exactly world power either now, is it?
Doc, it looks like you could probably, you know this, you can get hurt probably worse by not landing a drop kick than taking one.
Exactly.
Wow.
But like I said, okay, they were setting up for the Thunderbomb, aren't we? No, not yet. No.
Oh, brother. Kane almost broke him in half. Almost broke him in half.
I think we could have some back damage from that.
This could be very serious. Doc, is this kid moving?
Again, we see why Iceland is not.
What's this one? Kane saying, oh boy, Kane saying, what's this? It's over. Kane says that's it. You know what that means, Doc?
Sure do.
It's not going to be the pretzel hold either, I can tell you that. Here it comes. Oh boy. Jameson up on the ropes. Jimmy Kane putting more punishment to the kidney area. This is what makes Jimmy Kane what he is, folks.
The Thunder Bomb.
The one and only. Oh. Good night, Irene.
He's
Good
lucky
night.
he took that on the stomach. If not, he's looking at a shake.
Doc, we need to look into getting this thing banned. This move needs to be stopped right now. This is not wrestling. This is injury. This is serious injury.
He could have counted to 10. Could have counted to 20. A good win by Jimmy Kane. Taking the kid right outside the ring. There's really no reason for that.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy Kane once again, Doc, prevailing. And Hartley winning the love and admiration of the Oklahoma pro fans. But
you know,
this guy's despicable. You know that?
You know,
look at him.
Pete, speaking of old and washed up wrestlers, is Renegade ever going to get back in the ring?
Oh, he's happy when people are hurt. Yeah. Hartley gloating as usual with that victory.
And well, he should.
Oh, brother, more mic time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Floor. What's his name? All right. You see, this is what happens when you play with dangerous things. Dangerous toys, ladies and gentlemen. Are the Commando. We run this place, we own this place, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. I'm Steve, the Playboy Hardway, and I'll do whatever I want, when I want. And I'll tell you what, to make it prove to you, I had a lady last night that wanted a taste of what the Playboy was about. So I gave it to her in the best way that I know how.
Brother.
And she's still knocked out back in the hotel.
Oh, give me a break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and thankfully for that guy's sake, he didn't do a King Griffin invitation, the Batman, Jimmy Kane.
You still run around with this riff-raff, Doc?
Not anymore.
Well,
they weren't good enough.
I'll give you credit for a good judgment call there. This guy's something else.
Well, or maybe Mr.
JJ,
Clean.
you're
Or maybe
right.
one of the people who lost during the Mr. Clean tryout. Let me tell you how JJ Mustang got that haircut. Pete, he snuck into the National Guard and told me he was in the reserves. Okay, let's go over there. See what kind of match we're going to have here. Bobby Burns looking good.
Well, JJ
Bobby Burns
Mustang
is going to win this one.
involved all in professional
We had a
wrestling.
break between this and one of our previous matches. They had to soak up the grease from Rocco Valentino's hair.
JJ taking the worst of that. JJ Mustang, as you know, Doc, involved in professional wrestling, but also in law enforcement.
That's right. He's been arrested more times than any other wrestler in Oklahoma Pro.
Brother.
That's right. I
Please.
saw him on Cops. He was. They had to duck his head down when he put him in the back seat. Yes, he has been involved with law enforcement.
man.
Not on the right side. Okay.
Brother.
It's a pleasure to see him here without a beer bottle too.
I wouldn't follow that up, Doc. No, JJ taking a little abuse like he doesn't when he's on duty from the Bone Crusher. Bobby Burns, amateur background, boxing. Undefeated as an amateur Golden Gloves boxer. Quit when it became time for you to go professional. Bobby said, I was either going to be a professional boxer or get married, so he quit and got married. Probably a wise choice.
Probably not his smartest decision. I think boxing is a lot safer, Pete.
Well, Doc,
And I know that from experience. Trust me.
I won't touch that one, Doc, but either way you get hurt, that's for sure.
This is true.
JJ Mustang sizing up Bobby Burns.
You know, Rob Allen looks like one of those missing links in kind of that evolutionary chain you see in the magazines. If I was going to come out by myself or with Rob Allen, I think by myself would be a lot better choice.
Well, we've got a full house tonight. Rob Allen at ringside in the front there, folks. In the back, you can see the ledge. JJ going to schoolboy him, tie him up. No. Hey, Heflin kicks Bobby Burns' leg. Kicks him out. Little assist from Heflin there. Oh, he spears him. JJ Mustang, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, going in for a cover.
Bobby Burns just powered out.
Well, he's a powerful man. He is like a Texas bull.
You know, maybe if Jay just spent more time in the gym and less time at the tattoo parlor. What does that say in his arm? Mom? This says Born to Fry. He works at a fast food restaurant, doesn't he? I think it says Born to Fry in his arm there, okay?
I don't know about that, Doc. A lot of young men with tattoos and various apparel today. JJ Mustang with a very nice tattoo, I might say.
And there's Bobby Burns doing what's he doing there?
Oh, looks like he's breaking his fingers. Look at that.
No, Bobby, this is a little known fact, Pete. Bobby Burns read palms. I think he's trying to tell JJ.
Break.
He's trying to tell JJ's future, okay? And JJ right now is up the creek without a paddle, okay?
Well, I think you don't need to read palms to see that, Doc.
And
JJ is in trouble right now.
If we can get the cameraman to put like a big magnifying glass up there.
Yes.
Right there.
Oh, here's Ledge bringing up one of his men.
Cheap piece of junk.
Well, Reg, if you don't like the belt, then just drop it off at the table here. Drop it off. You can leave it right here. This guy's a piece of work right here. This is, oh, brother. We got Ledge over here.
Can I help you on that, Pete? For those of you who don't speak Texas, what he said was he's a little distraught, and he thinks that the Oklahoma belt is not quite as good as the Texas belt.
What is he, a metallurgist or something? JJ Mustang's a wrestler, that's for sure. Oh, look at that!
Oh, there's a knife.
Almost snapped Bobby's head off. Do you see that, Doc?
I think if we can get a big magnifying glass into the camera, we might be able to see Rob Allen over there.
Well, there's Ledge on the other side of the ring.
Is that it, Rob Allen's head, or is that his Adam's apple? I get confused. Okay, JJ, sit up to do it.
Oh! JJ with the equalizer. How about that? How about that?
JJ's taking this tonight to
You
Bobby
giveth
Burns.
and he receiveth.
There's a front face lock. I think that JJ Mustang's trying to imitate one of my many Oriental nerve holes that I do. Either that or he's watching Star Trek last night.
Well, Doc, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at Bobby Burns. He kind of reminds me of you wrestling there on his keister, getting the worst of it at this point, cutting off that oxygen.
Well, you know, I can see where you think that, Pete. Bobby Burns and I are big, powerful men, but unfortunately, Bobby Burns and I have enough money to buy wrestling tights.
JJ Mustang working that arm.
It's a good move on his part. If he weakens that arm, Bobby won't be able to punch him with it.
Oh, he's going to snap it off. Doc, that's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. Oh, brother.
Pete?
Oh! Bobby Burns saying no. He doesn't want much more of this. Bobby, the bigger man, the more powerful man. JJ hanging in there tough. Oh, what did he do? Just kneed him right to the midsection.
Stomach. JJ's quick.
Oh, look at that, Doc. Beautiful
Man,
knee
took his head
uppercut.
off.
Oh, brother. That was it. Oh, what happened?
Bobby Burns, being the ring veteran, knew where the ropes were.
You know, if I were Bobby Burns, I think I would just would say, go ahead, pin me. I'm out of here after that knee to the midsection. That was very, very powerful.
You know, if I was JJ Mustang, I'd say, why the heck can't I get a real manager?
I don't think Rob Allen is his manager. I think Rob Allen, a lot of people know, is a wrestling agent. I think he's out to root for him.
Think of poor Bobby Burns. Not only does he have to lay there in the apron of the ring, he has to look at that fun house of gargoyle over there, Rob Allen.
Doc, I get the feeling you don't like Rob Allen. Maybe that's because you're not under contract with him. You know, he does represent wrestlers. He is a professional wrestling agent, among many other things.
Well, he represents some of the lower ones.
Well, he actually represents some of the superstars of Oklahoma Pro, and he's got them wrestling all over the country.
Yeah, he does. Trailer parks, restrooms, he got him in a lot of places.
That's not true. He's had him down in Texas. He's had him up in Arkansas, up in lots of other places as well. He's on the phone. This guy's on the phone with all of the other independent wrestling organizations. Rob Allen, and he's here at Oklahoma Pro.
Yeah, let me tell you,
with his expertise to help us out.
Rob was on the phone the other day talking. I was the one when he failed, and I was the one who noticed the phone cord was not plugged in.
Well,
so
that may be true.
Plus, it said Barbie on the side of the phone, so I think we can draw our own conclusions. Oh, Bobby Burns with a good scientific move.
That looked to me like somebody just putting out a cigarette on the asphalt. Oh, JJ, look at his face,
JJ's in trouble now.
Yep.
And Bobby Burns going, ooh, what a clothesline when you're that big and that powerful. But Bobby isn't walking too well. Not that he walks too well on the best of days, but I think he's hurting from that beating he had earlier.
Well, he looks like a rooster strutting in the barnyard right now as Bobby Burns. He's a very big man.
Some sort of proctological problem, Pete. I'm not sure which one.
No. And the fans exhort JJ.
It shows how little the fans really know.
Solidly behind JJ Mustang from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. showing that Florida tan.
They're not picking a winning horse now.
Oh, look at him just stomping on JJ's fingers. Heflin missed that one.
What a surprise there.
No, he doesn't miss much. Dennis Heflin, head referee here at Oklahoma Pro.
I think he was checking his sideburns.
You know Dennis Heflin, Doc, as you well know, a very well-noted Elvis impersonator.
Oh, what a surprise there too, Pete.
And
anything obvious you want to state while we're on the air?
Well, we've got well, you're a professional wrestling impersonator. I understand that too.
I think
they look like one. I'll tell you that.
Let me put it to you this way, okay? I beat Eagle. The reason the Renegade doesn't wrestle is because Shane Cortez beat Renegade. When I wrestled Shane Cortez, he retired from professional wrestling. Ergo, I'm pretty much the champion.
Well, I can't argue with that. Those events were something I witnessed.
Hey, I was wondering if I get on my knees, can I wrestle Rocco?
You can wrestle Rocco on stilts if you want. Outcome can be the same no matter what.
Can you get him on stilts?
No, I mean,
he doesn't look like he can hardly walk
anymore. On stilts. You sit on your knees.
I think that JJ's in trouble now. Best thing he should do is just lay down.
No, I don't think he's going to lay down at all.
Maybe a phone call from the governor about this time, okay?
Maybe so, but I think if the fans would like to see you wrestle Rocco Valentino, we ought to talk to the original Renegade. See if we can't put that match together. I'd pay $8 to see that one. Oh, look at a right hand of Bobby Burns. Doc, he leveled him. A straight right hand.
JJ's waiting for that phone call from the governor right about now because he's going down.
That's not a legal blow. Oh! That Texas leg drop on the Golden Boy from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, JJ Mustang.
The Golden
Burns,
Boy.
look at him strut. Oh, look at him primming himself there like a bird. Oh, isn't that lovely?
That's a big, powerful man, and JJ's in trouble.
I agree with you there, Doctor. Bobby Burns taking his time. Is he just run out of air, Doc, or is he getting paid by the hour? What's the deal?
You can tell that JJ's really learned a lot from Rob Allen there.
He's got the submission move on him, Doc.
I learned how to get the crap.
Full Nelson. Oh, that hurts. Well, I had your friend, what's his name, down in Arkansas did that to me. Remember that, Doc? Just demonstration. Ledge cold-cocked him with the belt, and he missed him. JJ turns him over. One, and a two, and it's JJ Mustang time, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Mustang with the victory.
I can't believe it. A tainted victory, a victory I would not accept, Pete. Ledge is in the ring, not...
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing in at 255 pounds and representing the Playboy Cartel, Brett Knight.
In right now is Brett Knight, one half of body count. They were the former tag team champions of Oklahoma Pro Wrestling. Question for you. Why does Brett Knight have to wrestle a midget? I don't think this is fair.
Here he is, folks.
Is he on his knees walking around? Oh, he's standing up, isn't he? I thought he was on his knees.
Rocco Valentino.
A man with no wrestling skill and no body, but he's going to get in the ring. You got a hand for the guy, okay?
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about him tonight, Doc.
I That's only if he didn't wrestle.
Well, he's not wrestling yet. Right now, the fans are greeting Rocco Valentino, big fan favorite from Little Italy, New York, Mulberry Street, Oklahoma Pro fan favorite, and a good friend of mine, as you well know.
You know, I think Rocco would be pretty well off if you got him a gym membership for Christmas or something, okay? If I had little tiny legs like that, I'd probably have those knee braces on too. I think Bret Knight's going to probably win this. Bret Knight's the more experienced wrestler, the more scientific wrestler, and Bret Knight has more hair. And as you know, all things being considered, this usually wins.
So that's news to me.
All right, there he is.
Yeah.
Bret Knight starting the match. Ring the bell, Pete.
Ring the bell.
There we are. Bret Knight started off with a scientific move. There he is. Rocco Valentino's in trouble already. See, you know why Bret Knight's doing that?
Look at it. What, he got his shirt around his neck.
Well,
looks like Superman. I'll tell you what, before the night's over, you're going to find out that Rocco Valentino is Superman when it comes to wrestling.
No, Pete,
but this isn't wrestling. This is
the reason
street
Bret
fighting.
Knight put that shirt over Rocco Valentino's head is Rocco Valentino has his head drenched in olive oil. And Bret Knight knew he couldn't get a hold of him unless he soaked up some of that olive oil, okay?
What's this olive oil stuff? You saying that because he's an Italian-American?
I'm just telling you what I see in the backstage. In the
I just put some oil on. I don't think it's olive oil. It's probably baby oil. I don't know, Doc.
Well, his size, baby oil would be another good choice, but I think it was olive oil.
This isn't wrestling. This is body count. This is what they do. They beat up people. I don't call it wrestling. I call it cheap shotting. Oh, Rocco making a comeback. Look at this.
Did you see Rocco pull the tights for that?
Oh, he had a 2 count on
it. And he had on the hold of his head.
That's what Rocco can do, though, Doc. Look at this. He's got him up.
He's got a big fistful of tights.
What's Rocco going to do? Oh, off the rope.
He went off the top.
Beautiful. That's the Rocco moonsault.
Should be disqualified. Should be going out there.
That is a special move that Rocco developed. I have never seen it done before.
I taught it to him, Pete.
We call it the Valentino moonsault.
I taught it to him, Pete. Yeah. That may be so. There's Rocco trying to get the fans behind him.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job. Well, I'll tell you what, the fans are behind Rocco tonight.
Notice Rocco's being pretty big. There's nobody else in the ring.
Exactly. Where's Bret Knight?
He's outside.
They're over at the refreshment stand there, I think. I don't know where he went. He won't get paid if he doesn't finish this match.
He put on
tonight,
his glasses, Pete, so he could see where Rocco was. Rocco now being the largest individual in the world. Okay,
I got to work
back
with this
in the
guy,
ring.
folks. You believe this?
Back in the ring.
Oh, Bret Knight. We can't repeat what he just said over the air. Did you hear what he said, Doc?
No.
Oh, boy. Something about Rocco's ancestry, his lineage being questionable.
Well, thank God.
Now it's getting personal, Doc.
Thank God Rocco was dropped on his head. There's no vital organs up in there on a Rocco, as we know, so he's probably not to hurt that much. Well, Rocco having that lower amphibian nervous system probably doesn't register pain. Actually, Rocco...
Are you saying he's a fish?
I'm just saying...
Lower amphibian system.
Rocco is actually feeling pain from his match last week. That's all it takes to get in the nervous system.
Oh, boy.
And there's another scientific body slam.
Whoa, brother. Doc, what do you call that? He had him up for a body slam and just kind of dropped him.
It was an excellent scientific move.
Well, you come up with a name for that one. I'd like to find out from Bret Knight what that is called.
And see, Rocco's tired. He's laying on there. He's on his back.
Well,
which is a good move. Rocco has calluses on his back from never matched.
He got jumped. It was like in a blind alley, Doc, before he even rang the bell. He got blindsided.
I admire Bret Knight, but
he's been able to come back.
It was a sloppy cover.
Well, yeah, I agree with you there, Doc.
Rocco crawling and begging, which is
a little too confident. Now, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Doc?
He's no stranger to crawling and begging, I might add, all right?
Right.
There's Rocco.
We saw a little of that in our first match
tonight. He doesn't know where it is. He's going to start singing When the Moon Hits Your Eyes like a big pizza pie in just a minute, okay? Rocco has no idea where he is. Not that he does on a good day, but today's even worse.
Oh, look at that rake across the eye. I'll tell you what. Body count, Bret Knight, one half of that awesome tag team from Atlanta, Georgia. He's not too happy with Heflin. You better not touch him, Mr. Knight. Jimmy Kane.
There's
Jimmy Kane drops a big elbow on him.
That was a
out of camera view. He dropped an elbow right on him.
That was a Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, brother. Oh, and a big leg on Rocco. Almost decapitates him.
He's trying to establish an airway. He's trying to establish an airway. He thought Rocco was choking. Well, it was the Heimlich maneuver.
This is terrible. This is terrible. This 3-on-1. Look at Hartley. Slaps him. Hartley. Jab slaps him, if you will. A cheap slap right across the kisser.
Rocco shouldn't have been on the ropes.
I can't stand any more of this.
Rocco shouldn't have been on the ropes.
This is despicable. This whole thing is despicable. The actions of Bret Knight, of that bald-headed thing over there, Steve Hartley.
I agree, Pete. Rocco has cheated the
Kane out here dropping the leg. They should have all been disqualified. Rocco misses with a right, but he nails him with a drop kick. Look at this.
Head off.
Almost broke him in half. This may be it. Rocco's going for the cover. 1, 2, go.
Thank God Brett Knight was able to kick out.
Oh, he gouged Rocco right in the eye.
What happened to Rocco? I think Rocco lost
He was reaching for him, and Brett Knight gouged his eyes.
I think Rocco lost the contact.
No, brother, he's not wearing contacts, Doc. I'm not aware that he's near or far sighted.
Have you seen him wrestling? You asked me that question?
No, brother. Rocco getting the worst of this tonight,
Rocco
folks.
stretching himself out to his full 4'11" height trying to reach the ropes there, Pete.
Give me a break. Rocco was, what, 5'10", 4'11". Doc, you just really don't seem to like this guy. What is it? He's a role model. He's a scientific wrestler. All I hear are disparagements from you about Rocco Valentino.
He's a dwarf, Pete. He's a dwarf with no body. You know, what else do we need to be, huh?
Ask the ladies about his body. This guy's in fantastic condition, and there's no steroids either on this guy. Lives right, he eats right.
I think that's
know
obvious.
that.
I think that's obvious. He's never taken steroids, Pete. I think that goes without saying, okay? I don't think you need to rub that one in, okay?
No, I'm not rubbing it in. I mean,
maybe he's
natural physique.
He may have had a couple of estrogen shots in his life.
Estrogen
shots? I don't think he's ever taken a roid. He's not doing too well, is he? He's just kind of laying in the corner.
No, he's not. Well, how do you do 3-on-1, Doc? We saw how you do 2-on-1.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. You ganged up the first match here, didn't you?
Well, I want Rocco to get
on Red Eagle. Oh! Big chop to the chest.
There's a reversal.
Rocco! Big elbow! This could be it. He's got him up. What's he going to do with it? Hey!
Isn't that his...
The finito! That's Rocco Valentino!
I can't believe it. Pete, did you see that?
He pulled it out!
He had a big...
Yes, he did!
Pete, he had a big handful of trunks. Why the ref, why one-eyed Heflin didn't see that big handful of trunks, I don't know. I think the ref should reverse the decision, Pete.
Your winner is Rocco Valentino.
It was awful.
Amazing. He pulled it out at the last minute.
I think Rocco's going to...
That shows why he is...
See Rocco, he squeaked and he ran away, Pete.
Listen to these people. Rocco! They appreciate a good win, Doc.
He squeaked and he ran away, Pete.
I wouldn't say that, Doc. These people really appreciate the comeback he made here tonight. You and I are going to have to wrap up here, Doc, in a few minutes.
You know, it's kind of sad to go off there with an elf winning.
We're going to wrap this thing up here right now. I'll tell you what, Doc, this has been a great evening of professional wrestling.
It has been. Unfortunately, Rocco won, but we hope you'll come back for some more of elf wrestling real soon.
You saw Doc Buffwell in action in our first match.
Win.
That's Doc's version of Roman Greco wrestling. Folks, I think you'll probably like me. You'll disagree with me. With a little help from your friends, I might add.
I don't know what you're talking about. In the second
guy
match,
with a mask.
We saw Dexter Hardaway and Big Daddy Moore lose to the Asian Triad in the clean scientific match.
That's right.
And then we had Carl Jameson from Iceland, again demonstrating why Iceland is such a major world power, lose to bad man Jimmy Kane. And thanks to hair, a fistful of trunks, and brass knuckles, it was Rocco Valentino, all 3'6" of him, over Brett Knight, 1/2 a body count.
It was a lot of fun for me being here with you tonight, Doc.
I can imagine it was.
The pleasure, I'm sure, was all yours.
And next week we're going to get a better suit for Renegade.
Okay. On behalf of Doc Buffwell, I'm Pete McGuire from Oklahoma Pro Wrestling. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.